a captive boy is seen in a room, who is actually infected by the bite of an organism. Then he evilly bit the shoulder of a girl named Ginger. How was this child infected? Ginger and sister Bridget are seen together. These two sisters are going somewhere riding, but they got lost, reached a place. So they stopped there near a set-up hut, where they checked that the hut was not in good condition, and blood was shed there. Suddenly, an old woman went there, and she gave 2 medals to the sisters. And it also sends a message, let's kill this boy so sisters don't kill each other. But the sisters still could not understand the message. Well, this woman looks religious at first glance. So they wear medals, listen to this story, and they went on their way. Then they began to hear the sounds of some creatures. Hearing these noises, their horse became frightened and lost control. So that horse galloped from there. Now Ginger and Bridget are running after her. Then Bridget's leg got caught in a bear trap. For this reason, she is seriously injured. Now Ginger tries his best to remove this trap, but to no avail. Fetching Ginger helps to leave Bridget there. At the same time, a hunter appeared there and he released Bridget, removing this trap. Then he drove the sisters to a fortress. This fortress was completely destroyed, and the creature's nail prints were also visible on his front door. This hunter left, leaving both at the fortress. They thought, noticing Bridget is injured, that no organism infects her after a bite. But Bridget said, no creature bit me. My feet are like trapped in a bear trap. So the head of this fortress took Bridget to the doctor for confirmation. So this doctor left a leech on his wound, but he doesn't drain Bridget. Thanks to that, they were sure that Bridget was not infected. Then a boy from the fortress showed Bridget and Ginger a room, so they could be there. An argument began between the chief and the hunter's son the evening after dinner, but their fight was subdued after a while, and everything is under control. When Ginger slept the same night, suddenly she awoke and began to wander around the fortress, and she began to explore the fortress. Meanwhile, she discovers a captive child there. Then Ginger goes to this child to examine this child, but that kid was infected by that creature, and that kid bites badly on the shoulder of Ginger. It means that Ginger had also been infected now. Then Ginger runs from there hurriedly, but she forgets to close the door by mistake. So this child runs away, frees himself from this captivity. But who is this infected child? Why is he being held here? We'll know more. Now Ginger goes straight to her room. Out of there, she also wakes her sister Bridget. Then they started to leave the place while packing. The chief's son appeared before them as they unlocked the door to the fortress. He said to them, "You cannot go out like that, and you can't open that door either because it's forbidden." Now the chief's son began to fight them, because he thinks Bridget and Ginger want to let the creatures in. But the thing is, they want to get out of here. Then the chief's son said to one of his group, "Both are against us. Chapter. Catch them elsewhere. Catch them from here." This man traps Bridget and Ginger in the creature's room. Then, when the creature attacked them, so the hunter saved them both by killing the creature, but Ginger unlocked the main door of the fortress while escaping, where many creatures come from, and they were able to kill one of the creatures while wasting rifle ammo. Seeing him, all the other creatures ran away in fear. But they killed 23 people from the fortress, and they also infected a boy. So the doctor kills this boy by shooting in front of Bridget and Ginger. Witness: Ginger was scared because she too was infected. Seeing him, she must not tell anyone that secret. So these two sisters went back to their room in silence. Then we see, these people killed one of the creatures, and this creature had been their partner in the past, and it used to live along with them in this fort. Later, it transformed into the creature and they kill it. It is also known with it that a young kid who was infected, and who had also been on the shoulder of Ginger, he was actually the son of the chief of this place, because his wife had been hunted by the creatures, leaving his kids infected. But the chief hid it from everyone here, that he kept his infected son in his bedroom. Later, when the chief entered the room where his son was being held, then he checked that his son was not there. Then here he understands that it was created by none other than Bridget and Ginger, because he found Ginger's drop locket in this room. On the other side, Ginger visualizes something in the room. Where is she with this hunter? But her body was full of blood when she woke up, and this blood came out of the part of the child's body that was bitten. Ginger's condition also worsened for him, because she has a high fever. In contrast, the inhabitants of the fortress held funerals for their companions, funerals of those who were hunted by creatures. Same child goes to Ginger when Bridget is not in the room. Who bit her? It means, the son of Chief, and he tells Ginger that I am searching for my mother. But SH is not being found anywhere. Saying it, that kid leaves that place. Chief and Bridget encounter each other at night, and he says to Bridget, "Take care of your sister," because he had known now that Ginger is infected. Then he also tells the story of his wife and son to Bridget. After this, the kid is again seen in the room of Ginger, who attacks Ginger, and he leaves from there after pulling some of hair of her. He kills one of the men of the fort stealthily at night. Then he puts red-colored hair near him, so they all suspicion may put on Ginger. When all the rest of the people approach there, then they understand, witnessing the red-colored hair near the dead body, that it has not been committed by anyone else but by Ginger. Because her hair color was also red, so the people of Fort grab Ginger at midnight, and the chief's son will kill Bridget to let the chief walk up there. And he threatened his son to get out of there, pointing a gun at him. Because the chief has lost his wife and his son is still infected, so her status is also Bridget because her parents are no more. And his sister is infected with it, so the elder wants to help them. The chief then goes to meet these people with Bridget, and he shot the doctor, and he warned all of that too. Stay away from those two sisters. So everyone obeys the leader. Now, all the people in that place are too foreign, and they are fighting to take down the others. Bridget then brings Ginger into another room. Ginger says, "Bridget here, remember what this woman said? Killing a girl so that one girl can't become another girl's victim. This could mean, let's kill this infected child so I can avoid the harmful effects of this infection." So Ginger goes to this kid, grabs a knife, who cries while sitting by her mother's grave despite being infected. Ginger couldn't kill this kid here, but someone from the fort found this kid. So they shot that kid. On the other side, the hunter enters Bridget's room and tells her, "Come with me because you're not safe here." But Bridget is still not ready to leave, leaving her sister here alone. Therefore, it is forbidden to accompany this hunter. So this hunter left the fortress alone. The chief's infected son is seen outside, who is captured by the people of the fortress, and they were going to kill this infected child. All inform the elder that he is no longer your son. He's more of a creature. So it was this leader who reluctantly ended his son by shooting him with a gun. But Ginger's infection was still not cured even though the child died. This religious woman was seen at the beginning of the movie. She might want to convey a different message. Now this leader wants to defend his fortress again. So he secretly brought Bridget and Ginger out of the fortress. Now they think here because their fortress is safe now. Now Ginger and Bridget come out of the fortress, and a young boy also comes with them, who helped the two find this hunter. After a while, the snow began to fall, so the fog also began to spread. Now Ginger is starting to feel hungry because she has been fasting for a few days. So she killed that boy with them, and she sucked his blood. Later, the sisters came to a cave in the evening while searching for this hunter, where they discovered the same nun, who met them at the beginning of the movie. Meanwhile, this hunter also happened to be there, and this old lady always says this, "Shoot this guy so this one doesn't kill the other." So this woman envisions Bridget, giving Bridget her own blood. The boy this old woman signaled to kill was none other than this hunter. Bridget will have to put an end to her sister under pressure if she doesn't take the life of a hunter. When Bridget breaks out of trance, she witnesses her sister Ginger has fallen victim to this old woman because of her gluttony, and Ginger itself went somewhere. Now Bridget starts looking for her sister without talking to the hunter. Hunter forces Bridget to finish Ginger now. If not, he will kill everyone, and she must have reached the fortress by now. So wait for me. Go to the fortress? Bridget is captured as she starts moving towards the fortress, because people still thought that Bridget was infected until now. So the father of the court bound Bridget. Now they are waiting for Ginger until evening, as Ginger can reach to save her sister. But Ginger doesn't get there, and the father was about to kill Bridget by burning it. At the same time, Ginger entered the fortress, then the chief's son and the guards beat her too much. But she was not harmed, and she opened all the doors of the fortress with fury. So all these creatures entered the fortress with her. AI started chasing them one by one, but father still tried to burn Bridget. But the leader diverted his attention by shooting after appearing in it. After that, the chief also burned him to death. Almost everyone has met their end, except Bridget, Ginger, and the chief. Ginger is about to turn into a creature, but the hunter among them is constantly killing the creatures, so he was also infected at first sight, and the chef is also infected. So he burned the fortress by pouring more oil into it. He then committed suicide after shooting him with a gun. Now there are 3 people left, including Ginger, Bridget, and this hunter. Hunter said to Bridget here, "Kill your sister Ginger?" So, Bridget recalls this nun and this vision, who killed the boy hunter. So Bridget ends the hunter, and the sisters got out of this fort safely and peaceful. But Ginger is still infected. But she dedicated her words to her sister Bridget. I won't hurt you in any way. No problem happened. After that, the two sisters hugged and kissed. And the movie ends at this scene.